So here I am, just got to Dillingham. I was so ill prepared. I got here and I didn't have a phone number. No one was here to pick me up. And I just asked the people at the front desk if they knew Mike Larson. And then someone just knew him. I don't know, and had his phone number, so I called him. Janice had no idea that I was coming in, so she's on her way to pick me up now, though. Anyway, that's enough about me. I'm glad to be here. I think this is going to be an amazing trip. Here's the storage bin. Everything's wet. I don't even know where to start. So I had to check out the tent to make sure it works, and I'm not setting it up outside in the rain. So I set up it in Mikey's home, and it's taking up the biggest clear area that I could find in his house. It's just right here. Looks like the tent will do fine. Yeah, do the whole. I feel like I'm home.
No, that was last year's line. This year we got to have a new line.
What's a new line?
Yeah, this looks like Alaska.
Here we are, Lake Pongo. Our shelter's gonna blow away. So we made it. Wednesday the 4th. Made it on the river same day. Woo! Or the lake anyway. Here we are.
You haven't pumped up anything yet?
No, do it in the morning.
All right, so here we are, the evening of day one. Just an incredible view of the sun peeking through the sky. I don't know what time it is, probably about 8 or so. The boys sitting over there enjoying the camp.
Kind of makes one look like a snake. I am video.
Governor's over there trying to catch another pike. He caught one pike already. Little misty rain has fallen. Not really rain, just a mist from the clouds. Yeah. Oh, do a video log, I guess, for day one. Oh, I'm so tired. Wave of fatigue hit me, man. I haven't even fished. I can barely stay awake. So anyway.
I still got a problem. I don't have the software to edit stuff. I downloaded Sony Vegas. I didn't pay for it. Just got a demo. I've been messing with it. JB's first fish, 2010. Just like last year. Big ol' sockeye.
Come on, big boy, give us a jump. Maybe they're too fat to jump. Oh! He's got his double marlin! Hanging on? I know. I know. I hooked a big sockeye and one big rainbow. The governor hooked a big old rainbow right after Pongo came down, joined in the action. What you got? Well, here's our first honey hole. Barely 100 yards downriver.
Barely, how long into the day? Oh, you're on too, man.
Pay attention, boy. I'm filming you. I think I inadvertently got that whole thing on film. All right, the governor hooked into a big old bow. Where's he taking you?
Got the raft and then some. Man, did you see that guy jump?
Yeah, that was awesome.
Man, he just skied out of there.
Yeah, get him over there in this slack water.
Look at that, man. Woo! Those are cool.
Jeez. Jeez. You should be holding it.
I know. Hold on. I'll hold him. Just take the video camera. That's heavy.
Oh,
It's what, 25 pounds?
I think so. I'm just guessing, but he's at least that big.
It's a big fish.
Yeah, it's a big fish.
Should I give him a kiss?
Yeah, I want to see him bite your face.
Good one.
off.
I'm getting him. He's gone.
Okay, do it.
Alright, go.
Whoa! Oh, and he's belly up.
No, he's not.
All right.
He's fine.
Day one is ebbing by. It's about 7 o'clock or so. I just caught that big monster bow on the flesh fly.
Alice in the morning sun, you were pale and mild, a modern girl, taken with thoughts, still prone to care, making tea in your underwear. You went out in the yard to find
Oh, that is so pretty.
something to eat and clear your mind. Something bad inside me went away. Quaking leaves and broken light, shifting skin, the coming night. The bearers of all good things arrive.
Highlighted a camping spot here
Twist and cry, a kiss on your molten
down the
eyes.
river a spell. I think Hondo's already down there. Just an eerie feeling out here, you know, all the clouds, rain pelting, the darkness all the time. It's different. It's different than it's been ever before, and I guess that's the thing we're starting to learn about Alaska. It's always a different situation. It's very pretty, very contenting, especially when the rain isn't coming on you. This is so far the best first day we've had fishing. And I'm gonna get creamed. That'd have been funny. So maybe that's not such a good place to camp.
Maybe not.
Oh yeah. He's actually not that big.
He's coming right towards us, though.
Hey, bear! Hey, bear! Hey, bear! Hey! 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 Hey!
All right, John.
Hey!
I can't tell.
Hey! Hey, bear! Hey, bear! Hey! 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 Get out of here! Hey! Get out of here!
There's 3 of us.
Hey! Hey!
No, I don't either, dude. Do you have a shell in your gun?
Hey! Hey!
I got mine out.
Keep going! Hey!
That was a little scary. So we've decided on a new campground. It looks like we'll be sheltered a little bit. Doesn't look like a highway.
We got some visibility, so they won't be right on top.
We got a lot of visibility. Right next to a big beaver pond. Probably be kept awake by the beaver. For sure. Anyway. This seems like a little bit better. Good visibility. You can see everywhere. Although Mick did say he saw a bear way up in there. How many yards up in there?
Right about middle distance between that tree and that second clump of trees that's on the other side of the peninsula. Just right in the middle of that. Just like I said, I saw some movements. And just out of the corner of my eye, I saw a big brown head dropping down.
So,
He stood up to kind of see what you guys were doing or whatever.
alright. Well, at least we can see what's going on here. Oh, jeez. Found it.
Yep.
So here we are. Day number 2. Staying dry.
Only day 1, man.
Day 1. Alright, day number 1.
We count yesterday, can't we?
No.
not really.
Wasn't even a day.
You get there till 6 o'clock at night. 7
Woo,
o'clock.
had a bear encounter.
Yeah.
Closest one we've had in 3 years.
I think that's good odds.
Maybe it was the rogue bear.
Yeah.
The rogue bear.
Not bad, man. 10? Oh, you want me to show that? Oh, you got 100?
Which was it?
Which was it, huh? 100 or 10?
Probably 10. I look like an old babushka there, like a Russian grandma. Either that or I look like I could be a Iranian bride.
You're about to be that bear's bride. He'd be loving you from sundown to sunup.
Around that tail as good as you can.
Oh, man, that thing's big. Hey, okay, better be quick because he's gonna.
I'm gonna like a color. Bring him toward us a little bit. I can't see his color. There you go.
How
Get a good, put him underwater. Let's get a good shot of him underwater. Hang on to his tail.
He's about 26,
Hang on to his tail.
24.
Tight.
Ah!
Here we go.
Mick lost his fly. Probably the only articulating flesh fly he had. And he went in that big hole, got something down low. Now I think he's attempting a raft rescue. And they try to tie off the raft, climb aboard, and see if he can reach his fly, I bet. When he slipped into that hole, he was up to his chest. Yeah, there he goes. Try not to laugh too hard. I don't know why he doesn't go on the land side and get on. Got a little knoll here. Haven't seen any bear today. We've seen one big, massive moose in the river.
Tried to get a video.
We just didn't get a good shot of him. He was too quick and
yeah, we were too slow.
Well, we were close enough yesterday to have mic'd up the bear. Could have gotten his personal comments and heard him
saying,
say,
I don't want to go backward. Can't go backward. Can't go backward. I think that's what he's thinking. He's on that ledge. He's like,
why are y'all in my way? Why are y'all in my way here?
I can't go anywhere, man. You guys are screwing me up.
Just let me come down there with y'all.
Let me just walk past you. What's the problem, man?
Why y'all freaking out?
Out in the Alaskan bush, not a person in sight, nowhere. The weather's been horribly nasty. Cold, freezing rain, sleet, hail, thunderstorms, lightning, tornadoes, you name it, we've had it. And I don't know what happened to my Australian accent turned English there for a minute. Now it's back.
So I was fishing over there and I was trying to see what Mick was doing because he's obviously the best fisherman, and I was up there on the knoll, you know, taking care of my bowels and everything, and I looked down and all of a sudden here comes this 3-foot trout comes flying out of the water, and I hear my brother screaming and yelling, and the thing was just like jumping 6 feet out of the air and everything, and I'm thinking that's like a trophy fish, and then I fall a little bit and the stool breaks on me and I'm wallering around in the sagebrush and it's just not good at all. Oh.
Let's get us over.
Hey, bear!
Where's right here? How far away? Where's the truck in? Right there, right there.
Hey, bear! Hey! Hey! Woo! Hey, bear! Back up.
There's a weak horse.
Hey! Come on, bear! Mark!
I don't know, but I got the gore. My heart's racing. we lost the oar too, man. Woo! Did you actually shoot at it?
She was coming right at us. Well, she ran up to see how she was bluff charging to see what we were. When she stood up, then she was down.
Oh,
Close to about 30 yards.
Well, she's right there.
Well, I know.
dude, where do you think she is now,
It
man?
had a fish in its mouth. You see that? It dropped it and tried to go back and get it. Let's keep drifting.
Yeah, let's get out of here. Let's skedaddle, man. Man, that was getting bluff charged by a bear is not fun.
With cubs, that's why,
Dude, let's
man.
get all this mud off. Man, that was my fault.
Move. Come on. Look at that oar. Let's just move.
Let's get out of here.
We'll finish up later. Did anyone have spray out
No, the spray was right there in the.
across the river?
Who has spray?
Some here. I got some, but I got the shotgun. Push me off. Hurry up. I think Governor has a dolly on. We're back to fishing after the bear scare. Got to keep focused. Got to keep moving. Can't let fear rule us. Right? Right, Hondo?
Yeah, I can't let fear rule ya.
You can't, man. You can't.
My heart was pounding though.
Oh yeah,
Big time.
man. Hey, you just got to realize, right? I mean, if it's your time to go, it's your time to go.
It's your time to go, yeah. That's
Huh?
right.
I mean,
That's right.
I mean,
That's what life insurance is for.
that's right. We're coming into a little rocky, tight gorge right there. And I think Mikey was saying right below it's some fantastic fishing there. So see what happens. It's probably about 8 o'clock at night right now. Later. Right like Mikey said, at the end of the rapids where Hondo almost sunk us, we're into some bows.
One day I will build a fountain, drink and never grow.
You think? Might be a dollar.
Then I'll market an elixir that will eliminate the common cold. Find your sickness on my list.
I don't feel like cooking it.
Make a wish. One day I will work with
Both.
animals. All the tests I'm going
I don't want to fillet it and go to all
my
that trouble.
stuff's completely natural, and when we're done, we'll boil them down for glue that we can use to
The dolly took the dolly llama.
Lips to mine if you were here. There's a lot I will never do. It's so fantastic, I know it's true, but not as much as my want to be with.
Are you serious? Oh, okay.
10 yesterday, 7 today.
What? How's it going?
Oh, it's fun. Oh, man. I feel like a new man. Woo!
So, what was the big excitement of the day?
The bear.
The bear.
The bears. The mom and the 3 bears.
Now, wait, were those the only bears we saw today?
Yeah. I think so. Yeah.
That's interesting. Because in your mind, it's just bear, 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 bear. But we had just had one instance where we saw bear. It just happened to be one little
It's
family.
amazing that you saw them on the hill, and then we, I wasn't panicked at all when I saw them so far away.
No, we remembered Pablo was saying, well, let's pull over and watch them. So we pulled over, but pretty quickly they were off the hill. I couldn't even get my video camera out in time to watch them.
Yeah, so we had taken a little
What do you see
break.
over here?
We had taken a little break, which was good. It had been a little cold and windy, and we were kind of wore out, so we took a little break and dried out a little bit. It was just windy for a while. Yeah, which was good. We hung out there for an hour or so, and then real open area.
Here, just come right over here.
The river came out, real open area.
Right here.
Flat, you could see for miles. The river was just snaked through that open tundra area. So we did that, and then we pushed on, and we just started floating down, snaking around those corners, watching for fish. Some of those deep holes, didn't see anything really. And yeah, it is chilly, huh? Came to one bend, and Mick looked over on this bluff, which is about a half a mile away, and he saw a bear running down it, and then he spotted 3 other smaller ones behind it. So he saw a sow.
Actually, I saw the cubs first.
Oh, did you?
I saw the three cubs like bump, and I thought, why are those bears right together? And then looked further down and saw the sow just starting to come off the hill. Actually, big blonde sow.
Yeah. So they came off of that hill, and they dropped down and into the trees, and
They crossed the river. They had to cross the river.
well, yeah, I mean they dropped down into the river plain there, and we lost sight of them. But they were kind of heading. We were here, and they were kind of heading across, bends of the river up ahead. So we kind of started taking it slow and looking to see what would happen, or seeing if we could spot them or where they were heading, and went around another bend or two. Is that what you heard first?
Well, yeah.
Is that how it goes?
No, it was stress. Though. It was a stressful high pitch. Yeah, crying. And I knew immediately what it was. The second I heard it, I thought, we are screwed. Because I knew it was close. It was like right across the river from us. We were just easing down the river, and it was literally right across the river from us.
In that grass.
In the grassy, bushy area. I couldn't see anything, but I heard it crying because we were whistling and yelling.
Yeah.
And it heard all that racket because it was closer to us than the sow and the other cubs, and started crying. I guess it was just one of them.
Yeah.
And then I actually hopped up on the cooler, and when I did that, I could see that the sow was around the next bend, and she had just, she was starting to get attention real quick as to what in the heck's going on here. And she took a few steps toward the cub, and then stood up. And that's the first time y'all saw her, right?
Is that the first time when she popped her head up the first time? And then I had heard it after. Well, I had heard the cub after Mick.
Because I was standing on the cooler, and when she stood up, she was as tall as me. It was like I was looking her eyeball to eyeball. Of course, she was on the bank on the other side, and I was in the water. But I was just like, oh man, this is not good.
Yeah. So she popped her head up. We started hollering. I went for the gun. The oar fell in the river. Mick started getting the raft between us and the next side of where the bear. Hondo grabbed the oar. I grabbed the gun, and we stood there.
We all kind of went to the back side of the boat, so the boat was between us and
So
her.
we had the boat and the river, and then the bank. And she dropped down and started coming toward us. Probably.
She was charging.
Yeah.
She was boom, boom, boom.
Yeah,
Just
she
3 or 4 really
That's
big
right.
bounds, and she was right there at the bank. Next step was into
And
the
then
water.
she was maybe 6 or 7 feet from the bank,
Yeah, but
and
she
she
bounced.
stood up again.
She just came up real hard.
And I had chambered one before she stood up, and when she went to stand up, Mick started yelling, "Shoot! Shoot! John, shoot!" And I went, "Her?" And when she stood up, I thought, like I said, I thought, should I hit her right in the chest? She gave me she just standing up like that. I fired above her head, and we were still yelling, and she dropped all fours, and you could see one of her cubs move off, and they started bolting off to the right, and then that one cub of hers stood up with a fish in his mouth.
Yeah, that was funny.
He dropped it.
And all the stress and stuff, that cub was so childish acting. It stood up and it had this big red salmon hanging out of its mouth and was like, huh? And then dropped it, took off running, then wheeled and came back and was kind of like looking right frantically for its fish, and then took off with Mom. Meanwhile, man, our legs are shaking. I mean, that is just that total burst of adrenaline.
The whole thing lasted, what, 45 seconds maybe?
Yeah, it wasn't much.
Under a minute?
Yeah. Oh, definitely under a minute. With 45 seconds.
Yeah, so
From the time we first heard the cub crying until the whole thing was over.
Yeah. Yeah, I just remember a lot of yelling, a lot of hollering.
We were, trying to get that thing to stop.
Got most of it on tape.
Yeah, it was good. We got some of it on tape, some shaky parts. We'll have to see it on the big screen, see what it looks like. And then we skedaddled. We got out of there.
Yeah.
We started heading downriver, and she started heading upriver, and that was that, man.
Guess what? Then it took
An hour?
probably an
before
hour
we started
to really kind of settle down. I just was like,
Yeah,
I'm rowing all the way home right now.
We were rowing and whistling and hollering for a while. And
Well, it was really bear country, deep in
Yeah.
a canyon, and we couldn't get anywhere.
yeah,
Felt like bears were all over us.
that was the excitement for today. We did catch a few fish, but that was the excitement. Caught 9, there you go. So now we're sitting here.
Sound like a lot, but
listening
it
to the
felt
rain.
like every major section of river, I either caught a fish or hooked into a fish.
Yeah.
So to me, it's been the best fishing trip yet.
Really? Huh. We've caught a lot of big, nice ones.
Yeah, that's what I
the thing,
mean.
yeah.
It's like you're
caught a
not
huge
surprised to
rainbow today.
hit those huge
Yeah.
bows.
Yeah, you almost start expecting it.
You almost do. You get a good section of river and start working it, and wham.
So there we go.
Cousin.
And we
Holy
did get a
Martin.
fire.
You gotta move the awning or not.
This is kicking it old school.
No, seriously, you know what? This oatmeal is delicious, but if it had some almonds in it, little chunks of almonds, it'd be perfect.
That's a human grinder. We got the classic double. Almost had a triple. Hondo couldn't hook up quick enough. We're just right below our camp from day 2, night 3. Just right below the rocky section, the rapid section. Both of them got a nice fish on, nice rainbows. Hondo's was jumping.
Okay, this is going to be one of those epic moments. Here we are, Saturday, just down from our camp. We've all caught several fish, bam, 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 some nice bows, everything right in the rows. I'm locked into a battle with a flipping 40-pound chum, and if I didn't have my dolly on there, I'd break the thing off to get rid of him. So I'm gonna sit here and try to film these knuckleheads. Because Hondo had such a big fish, he thought it was a chum, locked up on it, wouldn't move, and then all of a sudden it jumped, and man, it's a big bow! Ba-da-down, down, down, down.
I'm reeling backwards, you know that? I know, reeling backwards. Oh, good. Okay, this is good.
Where's the net, JB?
I don't have a net. This is good, huh?
He's gonna noodle him, folks. He's gonna noodle the 30-inch bow. Whoa, 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 fish. Whoa, whoa, I'm trying to film here.
My gosh, that's a big fish. Oh!
Hey! Turn him this way. Wow. Wow. Yeah, I got the underwater camera. Honda, where's your underwater camera? Turn around this way so I can see him.
Look at that thing.
Man, that is a nice fish. I'm gonna round a backing here in a minute.
Got it.
Man, that guy's heavy.
Yeah, man, that's nice.
Watching Hondo land and release fish is hysterical. Of course, I don't know, I may look as silly.
Well, watching him is pretty funny.
Has he still got him hooked? Yeah. It's like it's a fight going on. Sweet! Oh, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I got this big monster bow on. I'm over here all by myself. Jeez, I'm trying to figure out how to put the camera and watch for bears and get a good shot of this boy. Well, I guess I'll just set it there and I'll pick him up and we'll do a fin and grin here in a second when I get him in. All right, come here, Hoss. Hey, bear! What is about bears and bows? Oh, man, he's pretty fish. All right, come here. Oh, just like that. Yeah! Oh, yeah! What's up, Mikey says the rainbows never stop fighting. Even when they're in the creel, they're still fighting. Okay. Boy, when you're in the Alaskan wilderness like this, you've got to be willing to wrestle these mammoth rainbow trout. Wow, yeah, look at there. Woo! Look at the size of that beauty. Isn't that something? Beautiful, beautiful fish. Oh, they're so gorgeous. I'd like to get a picture of him, but I'm not sure how. I just don't think I can hang on to him. There he goes. And that was that. Knucklehead brother of mine needs to get over here so we can take some video footage. Oh, man. Here, bear!
And right there is some blue sky. That's the first blue sky that we've seen in 3 days. It's just a window into some blue sky, but regardless.
Head this way. Look like they're just, yeah, a little bit. Just kind of meander around eating berries. What is with these glasses? I can't see them. Wow, nice, Hondo. How many Mikey's rocks have we seen now? Hold him up good. And the graceless release. Yeah! Hondo, known for his releases. I'm on bear patrol, bear watch and raft crafter, raft caddy. It's gotten cold, about 6 o'clock or so. Hopefully we will see adequate campsite here shortly. No more encounter with the mother and the 2 cubs that we spotted on the bluff about 2 hours ago that was headed down to about this section of the river. We gave her plenty of time to find her way, and we've been making a heck of a lot of racket, so.
Floating in the grizzly nursery. It's where all the babies are created. Cuddly baby bears.
We're gonna get some rain, I believe, boys. Imagine that.
Hey! Go up the hillside.
Look what I did. Took the safety off. Whoa. Yeah.
Put a Bluetooth on them. Where'd they go? Ah! Why are they crying so much? Guess they're going upstairs.
Can you zoom in on them good, Hondo?
Yep, I think you're gonna be right in the picture.
I'm just glad they're not taller for Mama.
They're just a year old, I think, for Mama. Or 2 years old for Mama.
Ah!
They're stressed out. Yeah, they are. Get a picture. I can't.
Let me see that mouth. Hold on. Look at that. Yeah. See, that's what I caught one with the black tongue right there.
Okay, now get underwater. Let's get a release.
His legs in the way. It looks like he's biting his leg. Move your legs.
Here we are. End of day 3. It was a good day. As far as fishing, we caught a lot of fish, a lot of nice fish. Saw 3 other bear too. A mother and 2 cubs up on a bluff. When we hiked up, we looked across and saw them about a mile away. They were heading down toward the river, but we just stayed there and fished a while and then made a bunch of noise and never ran into them. So that was good. There's the blowhard doing his job, blowing up the self-inflating pads that don't self-inflate unless you're the self that inflates them.
That's the self. That's all I can figure is they mean us.
No rain today at all. Overcast. We saw a little bit of peak of blue sky and sun for about 20 seconds.
Yep, that was about it.
But it didn't rain on us.
Yeah.
Clouds aren't too terribly low. They look like they're lowering a bit, but no rain, so we're trying to dry things out. And that's it. I hope it doesn't rain. Hope we can go all night without any rain. But you never know.
Okay.
So here's what we have to deal with tonight. JB in the Berthel position. Trying to do cramps.
Hey man,
I can't get to sleep for this fool over here.
let's talk
rolling
about
around.
you peeing 5 times a night.
I ain't hooking up to no fake bladder, boy. I'll tell you that right now.
This is from a man that just tinkles every 5 minutes. I tinkle again.
Hey, when you're getting into a tent and it's raining outside, you want to make sure you got nothing to take you back out there if you can at all help
Yeah,
it.
let's see if I get that thing on me.
I hope it doesn't rain. Hope we can go all night without any rain.
Okay, so this is what we woke up to this morning. Rained all night long, and probably about probably about 5 o'clock this morning, 4 or 5 o'clock, it started really coming down and winding. Thank goodness Hondo had thought to take the tarp, or take the filthy screen over the top of the tent. It would probably be all wet. So, this could be the day to put out the cards in a little bit. Watching videos, tie flies. Nobody seems too enthusiastic about getting out.
Can I hold you one last time to fight the fear that is growing in my mind? I know I did us both oh so wrong. I know I'm not always all that strong. A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. Oh, that reminds me of when we were free, before life began to tear us apart. Remember those classes when we thought we were so smart? We were lovers in every way. Left school together, went back to my place. Now I can hardly remember her face. Before I met her, I was sad. Can I hold you one last time to fight this fear that is growing in my mind?
Whenever you're ready, Chief.
On your back, head first.
He's building up his nerve.
Dude, you're not gonna hit anything. And put your arms out like this, and then that'll stop anything from hitting your head or shoulders.
Come on, Mike. Do it Australia style.
Come on.
Yeah, now turn around.
This is for Kiwi style.
Roll out, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Hey, woohoo! Yeah, baby. That's the mule.